So how we'll begin is that I'll first introduce what we are kind of trying to do here, and then overall how the meetup is structured, and after that we'll begin with a short introduction session where we each of us will introduce ourselves briefly and how we can contribute and learn from each other in a way. So first of all, yeah, I should thank you all for joining this first introductory meetup and taking out your time for this thing. So what is it that we are doing here today? This is, as you can see on the first slide, this is a building culture community. So as the name would suggest, the building culture, we are trying to create a culture of roboticists and engineers who are passionate about building things. And in a way, the core idea behind it is that the best way to learn something is by building projects and by involving oneself in activities where one can build things. So this is what we are all about. So what will be the agenda for today? So the agenda would be, I'll first begin my presentation, how I have structured these things and how we'll be going about things. And then, as I mentioned, we'll have introductions, and then also we can have casual networking sessions where you can join random rooms in the lobby, or interact with each other in a more casual way. The last part is more optional, so if you have time you can engage in networking. If you don't, then that's also fine. So what is the building culture community? So as I mentioned, we are primarily focused on robotics, artificial intelligence, but at the same time edtech and entrepreneurship. Now, why do we have edtech and entrepreneurship along with robotics and artificial intelligence? Because essentially we are a learning community. So our goal is to find efficient ways, more technical ways to learn robotics and AI, and also kind of trying to develop new technology and new ways of learning these advanced fields. So that is where edtech would come in. And since we are trying to do something new, and also there are lots of people who would be having their own startups, so this is also entrepreneurial in nature, and hence entrepreneurship would also play a major role. So we are an active learning group of robotics and AI enthusiasts basically. And how do we learn? So as I mentioned, we are a learning community focused primarily on robotics and AI. So my belief is that the conventional way of learning is not very effective. The 1.5 hour lecture followed by 1.5 hour of exercise, what would be I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but my personal view is that one learns the best while being engaged in projects, and you learn the concepts and a lot of new things along the way. So that's why we are planning to do a weekly meetup where one or two people would be sharing his or her projects, ideas, or anything that one has done in the past, and then everyone can learn from that. And so for example, taking a project of a visual slam, one would learn such a concept best when one sees how this thing is being implemented in a practical project in an industry, or even for personal use. So this is what the focus of our weekly meetup would be. And then we would also have research paper discussions, because we don't want our learning to be shallow, and the best ideas, the really deep ideas, you get only from reading research papers and hopefully also implementing them. And the last part is project accountability. So the idea behind this thing is that again, stemming from the name building culture, so we'd be learning by engaging in projects. And when you engage in projects, it's always better to do it in a team or with an accountability partner, so that you can you can learn from each other, and also when you get stuck you can motivate each other in a way. And a few other things that I also plan to do in the future is conduct workshops, hackathons, topic discussions of concepts like computer concepts from computer vision, AI, and all other robotic specific fields, and idea pitching for those who are into startups and stuff. And of course, these are just like vague ideas that are coming from top of my head. So your ideas are also welcome, how we can learn from each other in a more efficient way. And an important thing to point out is that everything will be free and accessible to every member, because we are trying to learn from each other. So yeah, this is the weekly meetup. Today is the introductory session, so we won't be discussing any project or a topic, but normally I would encourage someone to volunteer his or her project experience, and then we can have a discussion for 1 to 1.5 hours. So first the person would be sharing the project experience, and then follow that would be followed by a Q&A experience session. And then the second thing is project accountability shares. So what this means is that suppose there are new members that are coming in and they have no clue of how to begin with doing a project. So I'll explain this thing, how project accountability share works in the upcoming slides. But the idea is that you could select one of the projects from a list of projects that would be on the community forum, and start with it and share your progress as well in the weekly meeting, depending on how much it would be possible. Again, these things are like just not that rigid right now, so your ideas are also definitely welcome here, and everyone can participate regardless of experience or age group. The second is the research paper discussions, which I think we should do once a month. But again, this thing also we can discuss casually after the presentation, like what should be the frequency of this. And project accountability. So this thing, how we should be doing this is that everyone has projects, ideas, or ones or projects that one has done before, right? So we would be listing down our projects in the project section, and then a new person can join in, and he can choose a project from the project section, and then find an accountability partner in the accountability section, and then do the project, share the progress in the monthly meetup, in the weekly meetup, sorry, that's weekly. And then we can share, then the person, once he or she has completed the project, he or she can share the project in the project exhibition, so that others can also learn from his experience. So and this is kind of a loop, a closed circle. So this would go on and on depending on how many participants we have. And for this thing to be successful, we would definitely need lots of volunteers and people who are enthusiastic and passionate about these things. And so we would need one volunteer every week, potentially a project presenter. And I've updated this in the event section as well. Yeah, so for this we would need some volunteers for research paper presentation and also for projects. And so another thing would be to be updated with what's going on in robotics and artificial intelligence, and also in edtech and entrepreneurship. And so this thing is more open, so anyone who generally reads lots of news articles, or how companies are progressing in technology. For example, Hyundai recently acquired Boston Dynamics. So all these kinds of things can also be shared in a news feed updater by a news feed updater, who would be someone who consumes these news on a regular basis, can take up this role. And this is a volunteer driven community, and everyone can participate regardless of experience or age group, and everyone who is enthusiastic about learning and teaching each other as well. And another thing that I want to point out is that you can see that my screen is being recorded, because I plan to also post these Meetup recordings on YouTube, so that because not everyone is able to join every week. So if that is okay to everyone, I'll be posting this thing as well on YouTube because everyone is involved. So I'd also appreciate if you could give your own, if everyone could give their own consensus on this one as well. So just maybe a quick, I could hear from you. So it's okay for everyone, right?
Yeah, it's
That it
okay.
is being
Yep, yep.
recorded.
It's all right.
Okay. Yeah. If in case anyone has trouble, just let me know. I'll probably cut out their name or yeah, I'll edit it out or something. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's it from my side. And now what we can do is that we can have an introduction session and have a casual discussion of what you think about it, what your ideas are, basically. So I'll stop sharing my screen now, and yeah, we are open to discussion. So yeah, maybe we can start in alphabetical order or introduction, or maybe I should introduce myself first. So okay, so my name is Chandandeep Singh. I'm a master's student in robotics systems engineering at RWTH Aachen in Germany, and I'm almost in the at the end of my course. I still need to finish my master's thesis, which would take at least 6 or 7 months or so. And I've completed all the subjects, and I've previously done an internship at Agile Robots, which is a spin-off from DLR, the German aerospace, and before that I also worked at Uniper on drones. So the projects that I'm interested in are mostly robot manipulation. Drones I was involved in previously, but now I'm more interested in uh, robot manipulation. So let's begin our introduction one by one. Maybe Aditya can start first. Let me see. Just a minute.
We can do
Perfect.
something like we can start with the people who can speak and then later on come to the people who will speak. Like,
Yeah, sure, sure. So we can start with you probably.
oh, cool. So, hi guys. My name is Apurv. I work for Raputa Robotics. It's a Japanese startup working with cloud robotics. I work on the perception side of the team, and we deal with mostly warehouse automations, solutions related to warehouse automations and different stuff. So that's a cloud robotics platform where you can deploy your own robotics solution, and you can have your own CI/CD for robotics platform and much more. I have been working quite a lot with robotics from past couple of years. This is like third organization where I'm working. Before this, I was working for Third Space Automation and writing software stack for drone delivery system. So for precision landing, for sense and avoid, some software related to that. And I like to work a lot with the ROS integrated with OpenCV, and quite enthusiastic in learning deep into C++, still into it. Yeah, that's all from my side. Looking forward to learn a lot from the server. Thank you.
Thanks, Apur. Thanks, Apur. So now I think Akshay can start introducing himself, maybe. Akshay?
In case you're facing any problem, you can write it down. Maybe we can address there.
Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah, Discord is, I think, new for most of us, including me. So feel free to write it in the chat box. Or maybe, I mean, whoever can start introducing himself, maybe you can start, we can start introducing yourself first.
All right. Hi, I'm Tehnan, and I have completed my master's in robotics from University West Sweden, and I have been. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, so I have been into mobile robotics past 6 7 months, and I have been working on ROS. I have worked on UV disinfection robot, uh, and I'm planning to learn machine learning with ROS. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
So, do you live in Sweden right now?
No, right now I'm in Saudi Arabia. I'm not in Sweden right now.
Awesome. Pleasure meeting.
Nice to meet you, Apu.
Okay, great. Welcome to the community, Tanan.
Thank you, thank you. Can you come back with your name again, please?
Chandandeep.
Chandan Deep. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello.
I think Max
So,
should talk now. Please.
Okay, I can introduce myself next. My name is Max. I'm actually quite new to robotics. I just finished my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and I'm now studying at Munich, robotics cognition intelligence. And yeah, I want to get into mobile robots and learn how to build them. Maybe I want to build something like a mobile drone or a vehicle, and I hope that for this Discord could be a good idea to get started. Yeah.
yeah, that's great. So your isn't robotics cognition and intelligence a master's course?
Yes,
Hello.
it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you're starting your masters.
Yeah, I'm in my first semester.
Ah. Okay. Great. 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 So yeah. Yeah. I hope that you can also start sharing your project ideas and also find people with whom you can do
Understand you?
projects and. Sorry.
I didn't understand the last sentence.
No, I was saying that I hope that you can also start building your own projects and finding accountability partners so that you can start learning mobile robots apart from your curriculum things. So yeah, welcome to the community again.
Thanks. I I try to, if I find something useful to get started, I'll try to share it so others can have it
Sure,
easier, I guess.
sure. Thanks, thanks. That would be great. Vamsi,
Hello
maybe now.
everyone. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, finally. Yes. Hey, hi guys. So I'm Akshay, and first of all, thank you. I'm really hoping I'll learn something from you guys. And so, as an introduction, currently I'm in Sweden, in Gothenburg. I recently came here. Uh, I specialize in computer vision and machine learning, mostly for computer vision only. Currently, I'm working as data analyst for Volvo cars, and I'm interested. Actually, one of my new goals is to get into PhD program, and I'm hoping to get it done inside computer vision only. My master's is in computer vision, and yeah, few of the topics that you guys told, I'm actually interested in those things. Especially the visual slam is something that I'm really interested in. And apart from projects, from this my projects, I have few, not few, I'll say two three projects only in robotics section. One of which is something I'm very happy about is the it was the project for what to say, it was search and rescue robot, but it is configured only for X and Y dimension. So still that bot was not having idea to identify the Z axis. But yes, it was able to pinpoint a source of a unknown signal to a accuracy of 1 meter, a radius of 1 meter. And I'm hoping once I get my PhD, I might be able to figure out a way to get the same accuracy over Z axis. So that's one thing I'm hoping. So yes, that's all, and I hope I'll join you guys in all the good things. Thank you.
Great, great, Akshay. Thank you for your introduction, and thank you for uh, joining this community as well. So yeah, let's keep sharing each other's knowledge here.
Akshay, which university are you in Gothenburg right now?
I'm staying in Gothenburg, but I'm not a student. I'm working here.
Okay.
Do you live in Gothenburg? Because I'll gladly
Mm,
meet. Because to be frank, I
no,
really have no friends here right now.
no, I was in Trollhättan, and it was back in 1 year. I did my master.
Oh, no problem. Because I just
Yeah.
heard someone was from Munich, and for last 1.5 year I was in Munich.
Oh, okay.
Ah, cool. So, what are the best places to be?
Yeah, it is. It was fun there. I recently in September I came to Gothenburg. So yeah.
Okay, great. So I think Aditya, you can access the speaker now, right?
I think he can. He's writing in chat room.
Yeah, maybe there's some issue. Meanwhile, Shapey or Vamsi Krishna can introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yep, you are.
Okay, so hello everyone. My real name is Aditya, and I'm currently preparing for masters in robotics, and I'm living in Baroda in Gujarat in India. And my journey with robotics started in my final year of BTech, during which I built for my final year project. I built a military surveillance robot, in which mostly it was running on ROS and some basic sensors like Kinect and mainly visual sensors. So on starting off from that, I after I completed my BTech, I joined a company in Bangalore. It was a startup mainly working on industrial automation. And after an years of experience, I moved back home and started preparing for my masters. And so I'm hoping to learn quite a lot from this community. Thank you.
Welcome. What was your name again?
Aditya. My real name is Aditya.
Aditya. Okay, yeah.
The
Welcome,
name
Aditya.
over here is my pet name, actually. Sorry.
Okay, sure. Welcome to the community.
Yeah, thank you.
Vamsi, can you access the microphone? Aditya's mic is also not working. Hmm.
Shapey, which company did you work in Bangalore?
I worked in a startup called SVR Infotech.
Oh, all right.
So they were mainly working on factory and industry automation stuff, and they were building mobile robots over there. So I was working on sensor integration and sensors mainly in terms of safety and obstacle avoidance. So lidars and cameras and all that kind of stuff.
All right. Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
so,
I guess.
um, so,
Uh,
uh, sorry, someone was speaking.
no, continue. I'll ask later.
Okay, no, I was just saying that those who cannot access the microphone or are unable to speak, they can, introduce themselves in the chat room probably. They can just type.
Yeah, looks like Aditya is typing, so we'll get his intro. and Vamsi too.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. What were you saying?
It's just I heard a lot of guys telling that they are uh, very much used to using ROS, and recently, like just a month before, just in the starting of December, I enrolled into robotics nano degree Udacity program, and
Okay.
I was hoping if there's any pointer anyone would like to give me, because well, it's new because it's all in C++, and I'm mostly with Python, so there's that.
I think there is this uh, course on YouTube, and also by ETH Zurich, and they have also shared their slides and everything. If I remember correctly, I think I have also linked this thing in
Yeah, you have.
resources in
Yeah,
robotics. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
I
have
think
actually
that's a
completed
good.
that course, the
You
one
have
on
completed
Udacity. Yes,
on Udacity. Okay.
on Udacity. You're
Okay.
talking.
I was talking about the one by ETH Zurich. So the Udacity one, is it free or that
No,
must
it's
be?
not for free. It's
Yeah.
paid
No,
one.
actually, I somehow tricked my company to paying it. Yeah,
That's
what to do?
good.
Oh, come on. It costs approx 90,000 rupee. It's
Yeah,
too much.
yeah, it's 90,000, correct.
Okay, that's a good company, I would
I
say.
actually luckily got the what is there. There was an offer back in 2 3 months back where we had to complete it within a month. The same program. I mean, you have to use through some VPN or something. But I think that offer is no more there.
Okay, okay, okay.
Oh. No, but there is one way you can trick Udacity. So thing is, their syllabus is always available online. It's free of cost available. You can just look into it.
No,
And
I mean, I know what you're talking about, but they have changed the course actually, the material and all. It's not the same.
yes, yes, yes. But no, the thing is, what I was saying is, because you know the syllabus, and as far as I know, recently Udacity started with this monthly programs, like you pay as you go. So technically, they don't have as such deadline for your projects. You can just till the time you have money, you can keep yourself enrolled. Initially, they used to have a deadline of 3 months,
Oh,
6 months, like that.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Actually,
so
I know
like you
another
can before
website called.
enrolling, you can study all the stuff and then you enroll into it, and just finish off all the projects. At least I have done one degree that way.
Uh,
Actually, if I may say, there's another good website called the Construct.
Yeah, yeah.
So over
I'm
there,
planning to take that course from tomorrow on Construct. Actually, I'm
oh,
planning to pay
okay,
for the monthly one.
okay.
Like I said, I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn machine learning with ROS. So there are 4 courses available, and it's like 39 euros per month, and you can have access to all the courses. I believe so.
Yeah, I guess like compared to the Udacity Nano degree, this one's much cheaper, and I feel it's much more. What do you say? It has much more content in terms of subject matter, I believe.
Yes, there are stuff available on Construct where you can't find on internet. So it's quite
Can
good.
somebody spell that construct, because I'm finding a lot of constructs here.
If you write construct ROS, that's the only option which is coming up.
Yeah,
Ross Construct Sim, I think
It is
Sim is
the
also.
constructsim.com.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
quite
I
famous.
think for that, mostly you would be paying for the platform that they have built on the website that you can access. But if you can
Yes.
install ROS and everything on your system, probably you just need to watch the tutorials and you don't need to pay.
No, the thing is that the study material, it comes under the monthly plan or the yearly plan,
Okay.
and the development studio also gets included in that.
Ah,
Their own
okay.
custom development studio that they've developed, it comes under that. But it's I have seen it and it seems pretty good. So I've been being very patient, like planning it out. So when I want to do it, but it is quite good.
Is there any other way, or is there any other course where I can learn machine learning with ROS? Has anyone seen anywhere?
Like it's been around 6 months. I've been working with machine learning, computer vision, and ROS. I would suggest you to go with classic ROS basics first. Like the things that I have seen in ROS are dealing with multiple frames, doing multi-threading, or dealing with the subscriber and publishers in a way that you can handle the data, that it can effectively detect and do vision also parallelly. So maybe you can try out the basics of ROS first, and then you can switch on to the classic machine learning approaches which are available. So that could
No,
be a good
that's what
combo.
I have been in ROS from past 1 year, but the machine learning is something totally new for me.
Uh,
Yeah,
Apurv,
for
sorry,
Sorry, I got disconnected. Can you repeat?
Apurv, I just wanted to ask you, what's your go-to, like your main study material for ROS? As you've said, you've been working for quite some time. Like, what would you suggest?
I would suggest like ROS doesn't need any sort of what I should say courses or anything. ROS Wiki is more than enough for everything. I believe it's the best. It's
Okay,
above
on
best
the official website, you're saying.
on the official website. Yes.
Okay, because I've tried that and I keep. Okay, sure, I'll give it another try, I guess.
Yeah, maybe you can do one thing. What I have always seen in like ROS is that like it's very handy as a software. It's very handy and it's very fragile also at the same time. It breaks a lot. At many points it has limitations. So you can try out different libraries whenever you see them, and you can see how good it is. Kind of, yeah, something.
Okay, yeah. What you've said about it breaking, I've experienced that quite a lot of times. So, like 2 times I
Yeah.
started ROS from scratch and I kept getting stuck at Gazebo.
Mm-hmm. True. The problem that I have seen is that it's actually ROS is quite huge, and Gazebo as a simulation software handles everything in ROS. There are multiple times that you might have seen that the versions are breaking at some point of a time. You are getting some unwanted errors in the terminals which are having no resemblance with what you're doing at that particular point. So those things quite happen a lot. You might have seen those gazebo.sh gazebo errors popping up quite frequently because of versioning problems. So that is a problem. But yeah, okay.
I have two books
Yes,
and I've
that
tried out.
.sh has actually one project was really nightmare for me. That
Mm-hmm.
sh really screwed everyone.
I think for beginners, there's one course on Udemy called ROS for Beginners by Anis Kuba, and I think that's a really amazing course.
Hello guys,
For
finally I
beginners, it's really nice.
uh, I guess you can hear me. I'm Vamsi Krishna actually.
yeah, Vamsi.
Hi,
Hi,
We
Uh,
can
welcome.
hear you.
finally.
Hi.
Sorry, because of some problem with my integration with my Chrome browser. I'm still using browser. Okay, so here I would want to introduce myself. I'm Vamsi Krishna. I'm also a master student and I'm classmate of Chandandeep. I'm studying masters in robotic systems in RWTH Aachen University. And right now, actually, prior to my master's, I worked in Fanuc as an application engineer. Then here I worked on robotic simulations and robotic development for maybe like 3D printing as well as a HEVs at Aachen University. And currently I'm working for my master thesis at DLR in Munich. Actually, it's in Gilching near Munich. Um, on my like DLR is nothing but Deutsches Zentrum für Luft- und Raumfahrt. It's part of ESA, European Space Agency, and yeah, this particular thing, my thesis is about learning from demonstration, where robots are taught to learn these skills, especially. So I'm hoping to complete my master thesis as early as possible, despite the difficulties and struggles or hardships with Corona crisis, and hopefully I'll complete my master thesis. And yeah, with this um, with this room or with this particular Discord. I would want to share my experience, and I would also want to learn many more things from you guys. So yeah, I'm looking forward to have good time with you guys. Thanks for patiently listening me. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, Vamsi. Thank you for joining this time. So I think I'll read out the introductions of Karthik and Aditya. So Karthik says, I am Karthik, master student at MSc Robotic Systems at RWTH Aachen. I have just started my journey in robotics till now I was working as mechanical research and development engineer at an automotive company. I have some experience in RAW, C++, and Python. I'm doing a course on deep learning. Looking forward to learning from you guys. Does anyone want to say something to Karthik?
Welcome to the group.
Yeah, welcome.
Yep. So next I'll read introduction of Aditya. So I know all these guys. I know Karthik and Aditya. They were my classmates in my bachelor's college in NSIT Delhi, and I know Vamsi. He is my current batchmate at Robotic Systems Engineering. So most of the people here I already know, and the rest of the people I'm nice to meet you, and nice to get to know about you as well. So I'll introduce Aditya. I am Aditya. I have worked for 4 years at Grey Orange Robotics in India. The organization operates in the warehouse automation space. I was in the autonomous guided vehicle team, worked on navigation and transmission. I've started my masters in robotics at RWTH this fall, and quite excited to take up new projects in deep learning. At Vamsi Krishna, looking forward to your podcast.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you very much for.
So, what are our plans for like encouraging more and more people to be active in this community?
So one thing I think the starting point would be, I think everyone has done some projects and has some experience, so you could share in the relevant sections. Maybe there are not enough sections, and I'll add more sections in robotics. So for example, currently there are robot manipulators, legged robots, mobile robots. So I would just encourage people to share. Till now, I think very few people, including Apurv and me, I think the two of us are mostly sharing here. um, but it would be great if you could also share. And another thing is, so I want someone to take the role of news feed updater, so someone who likes reading lots of news, and can
Sure,
share recent advancements or something.
sure, Chandandeep. It works well, but maybe we need to grow the group as well. Like we need to ask people to, and maybe it is also good. There are many people already in the group, but we may need to invite them through mails to join the meetups, especially, and
Yeah.
also, yeah, that would be very helpful because some people be might not be knowing that there are meetups, even though they are joining in the groups. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Actually, I mean, apart from keeping the community active, I think more important would be the meetups, right?
yeah,
Because we would be sharing things more deeply in the meetup. So if we can get more people to join meetups and share their experiences, that would be better. So I mean, I'm regularly posting link to the spamming LinkedIn on with this Discord link all the time. So hopefully it will also increase in the future. Let's see.
yeah. Sure, and also maybe personal, not personal mails, like mails through Discord to the people who have already joined in the community. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, do you have any ideas as well? based on the things that I shared in the presentation. So the three things: one is meetup, the other is accountability, and the third is research paper. So specifically related to the accountability thing, what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it's for in my opinion, it's quite good. And for now, whatever you have explained may go well. And yeah, accountability thing, maybe you can have something more detailed explanation in the chat group or something like that. How one can meet other, how one can join others.
Yeah.
Maybe to ease the procedure so that people should not worry about, for example,
Mhm.
like what we are facing now, push to talk problem. So yeah, so because accountability thing is something like people should organize themselves to meet other people. So maybe if
Yep.
some procedure to make it much more easier to meet other people would be beneficial.
Yeah, actually, I have listed down the process in how it works channel. I've just linked it right now
Yeah.
in the chat room. So here, I mean, it's probably not the most refined. It's not fully refined, but it still makes sense, right? So we each of us can list down their projects in the project section. Let me share my screen.
One suggestion from my side. I guess we are like growing, but we are like not very active. So we can reduce the number of channels that we have in individually in this server, because sometimes it's very difficult to identify the conversation happening in which of these channels out of all of them. Like
Okay.
there are too many of them basically.
Yeah, right now I'll say even I have, because even I was searching for things, and I'll say right now it's lot of information to process, lot of.
Okay.
So we can grow as we proceed, right? If that is
So
the case.
yeah, no worries. I think some channels are most channels are empty, I would say. Um, okay, so which channels do you think we don't need at this point? For example, jobs channel, right? We are not active
Yeah.
on this thing.
And I think it would be cool if the news feed channels would for now be joined together for the different topics,
Ah. Mhm.
because yeah, um, many of the things could be joined. If someone wants a new channel, then he can request it. That would
Okay.
probably be more natural growth, and because like this year I have quite a lot of overhead that wants to be filled.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think the
Jobs is the
newsfeed
one
channel.
which I want actually, so I think it would be better it's there.
Yeah, but I
Maybe
think
you
I
yeah.
can
can.
say that if we have all this, you have suggested four major topics for our community, so I'll suggest you keep those four as four major channels, and any information right now, because anyways we are handful of people and it will take some time for all of us to roll in. So as we move ahead, as I think someone's already said that as we move ahead, so if anything specific is required, any new idea is actually developed, then we can request a channel and there we can proceed it.
Okay. So what I'll do now is that I'll delete the newsfeed channel and I'll add a separate general category for the newsfeed and jobs. Maybe just one channel instead of four separate channels for that. And
If I may.
other things can remain as it is, and I'll delete the empty channels, I guess.
If
Maybe you can do it with research papers, accountability, like these specific things which are are repeated in the other sections, because as of now we don't have much people to contribute into, so they will just consume space.
Yeah, I guess the
Yeah.
common ones you can group them together, like the project, chat rooms, and news feeds. You could make them like a separate section itself, and let robotics, artificial intelligence have their own individual ones. Like in
Yeah, I
robotics, we
get
have
it.
manipulators, leg robots, mobile robots. So I guess
Hmm.
those can all remain like for now.
Yep. Yeah, I get it. So, yeah, I'll make a general section and put the common ones there, and keep the specific ones in the specific categories.
And there are like lots of chat rooms like in education technology and again
I
there's
guess you could
somewhere
reduce the
below.
chat room. Delete
Okay,
chat.
okay. Yeah, I'm writing these things down, so I'll do this. Um, yeah.
For computer vision or for robotics or to combine it all together, some basics will be required. So that can be a good starting point.
Uh,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
Akshay,
Uh,
just make sure like it's open to everybody, which are related to robotics and machine learning, is what Chandandeep is trying to say. So you can just post it in the projects and maybe give some description or something like that, and maybe if people are interested, will contact you. Um, and you can maybe work on with accountability section is what I feel. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Or do you also want to share this thing in the meetups, or you are just looking for to be more active with the project, right?
Yeah, so my idea was to get if we need something to begin with, we can use it because it's already. I have, if I have to check, I have like some. I have done with only right now. It is having algorithms of simple linear regression and multilinear regression. Only these two topics are covered. I was studying through decision tree and all those things. I started it as a refresher. Just I wanted to refresh all the things that I have studied before, and over the period of time it grew. So I haven't worked on it for last 3 4 months, didn't got some time. But yes, it's still there. Means I work on it on a very slow space. But if anyone is interested, like, because I am the only person working, but if everyone is there, it will give more, enthusiasm to actually work on it.
Does it
Yeah.
have the basics of machine learning? If yes, I
Yeah,
would
it's so the idea is that only. So if you don't know, so that you will find all the at least basics what I have understood, but based on everybody's intention, we can actually modify it. My idea is to develop one repository which does not simply end with a standard solution, like, okay, you get a sample data set and you are done with it. Because when it comes to actually solving a problem, it will be a much more difficult situation because you don't get everything on a kind of a served on a platter kind of a thing. So same algorithm then re-implemented on open data sets. That thing I have done. I'll share that link with you. You guys have a look at it and then let me know.
Yeah, sure, that would be great. And
Hello.
you can also upload in the project section.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Aditya, we can hear
Okay.
you now.
Finally, actually, okay. That's great. So yeah, I think the project that was being discussed right now, that sounds really exciting because even for me particularly, even I'm starting. So I have an introductory machine learning course in my first semester. So like he said, we have very standard algorithms, and in the assignments, data is given in a very usable format, right? So I mean, we don't have to fight to in basically pre-processing the data. So maybe if what was being discussed, if that is shared, I'll definitely, particularly I'm very interested to look into.
I'm just actually, because I was the only person working, so it was a private repo. I'm just making it public and I'll share the link with you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Great, yeah. So, yeah, anything else also we want to discuss? So, I think, so I'll make the whole server cleaner. I'll reduce the number of channels. And so, most of us, I think, will be sharing our projects as well. I think everyone has some projects before as well, right? I mean, even Aditya, you probably have some projects going on. I mean, it doesn't have to be specifically related to programming, right? I mean, it can also be mechanical design related. So for that, we can create a new channel probably. What do you think?
Creating a new channel would create some confusion.
I think,
Chandandeep.
yeah. Let's not create channels for different projects right now. Let's all, I think, start sharing the projects once we have.
No, no, not for projects. So the channel would be just for discussion. Um, But the projects can, yeah, okay, that would be confusing because it would be related to robotics but the mechanical. So yeah, I think we, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
We can restrict the mechanical side.
Uh, so adding up to this, like I was thinking of something like a daily half an hour discussion upon some ROS library, because there are a few people who are quite interested in ROS. So we can start with some basic publisher subscriber, then message filters, like small packages. We can have a live sessions on code them up and see what sort of results they give and what sort of things they happen. Like on a daily basis, we can set up some time if anyone is interested.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
I'm sorry, a daily is little difficult for me. If you want weekly, maybe it is possible, but
Yeah,
daily is little difficult.
weekly for me too.
I mean, yeah, daily would be a bit difficult for me. So I think what we can do is that the meetup is still at a raw stage right now. What we can do is we can also introduce one particular concept as well. So one project, one accountability discussion, and one concept or something like that.
But I think there could be few people who might be able to spare like 30 minutes on daily basis on Discord to do. Like I believe so. Like if we have like two, three people also, there would be more people hopping up and coming down to, because every day we'll be discussing some different library. So it won't be connected to the previous discussion that we had. So maybe like
Okay.
anyone can join any day and he can have some knowledge about this. Someday we can discuss simulations as well. Maybe.
Yeah, we
So
can connect Apurva if that's we can do that.
yeah, I think yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. But so what I suggest is that so the people who can join daily, because probably I'll also not be able to join every day, but maybe I'll try to join more regularly. But so some of the people who are regular, they can do these quick 30-minute sessions and so, and maybe they can record and post on this Discord server so that everyone can see later as well. It would create a big library which anyone wants to learn and can uh, look. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, essentially, like after first, second call, we will be able to like finalize like what sort of discussions we are doing and what is the pattern that we are following. Then we can start recording when it goes good, and then we can post it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you could use this, like there are multiple meeting rooms, right? You could use one of them just for the ROS discussions and live sessions, I guess.
True.
Yeah, okay. So Apuru, maybe you can plan this thing and let me know, and I'll post it in the announcements so those who are interested can do this on a regular basis. And yeah, I'll allocate a specific meeting room for that as well.
Sure, I will do that.
Chandandeep, I'm actually having some idea. And it is something related to startup, but it is mainly focused. I mean, I want to specifically focus in Germany. So if you are okay, we can have a conversation now,
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
or maybe yeah, sure. Yeah. So see, my idea is that this product is already there in the market, all right, but they're available in certain countries. Not every country is having it, all right, and I'm not sure about whether Germany is having this or not, but this product is there in Canada, Netherlands, and uh, I initially planned of launching it in India, but I don't think it would be feasible for people in India to have that product. Uh, so it's 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 a cleaning robot. Uh, if you could tell me if it's available in Germany or not, Maybe if you have any idea about that.
So actually, that yeah, I'm not the best person to answer this question. Maybe Max,
Yeah,
you are in Munich, right?
yeah.
Maybe you
What
can
what
answer
what
that.
kind of cleaning robot do you mean there?
Uh, I mean, if you see in airports and all, there are robots which clean the floor. I mean, a person sits on the machine and then cleans. So for commercial use, not the vacuum cleaners. I'm not talking about vacuum cleaners, but the
Okay.
big machines which cleans the floors and all.
Actually, I know a little bit about that.
Okay, you can go on.
Yeah, so there's this company called AsiaBot. They have their office in Netherlands. You could
Exactly.
check their website out.
Yes,
That's
that's what I'm
one.
saying. And in Canada, that's called Avid Bots.
There's this company called BrainCorp, and under them there are multiple companies who are building these floor cleaning robots. So I guess there's not a well-known German company, but yeah, that's definitely a good idea in my opinion, at least. Yeah. So from whatever I have researched, and like I have a habit of going through daily articles on whatever things related to robotics. So yeah, from what you're proposing, it's a good idea. But then again, you have a lot of competition in that case.
That's what initially I thought of launching it in India because there's just one company, but I don't see their name popping out. How the product in Netherlands, how they are marketing it, and I mean there isn't much name in India. So I thought of doing it over here, but again, I don't know if people are actually gonna buy it in India or not.
No, I think
So
the main selling point of those companies like the AsiaBot and the AvidBots and Tenant from US, their main focus area is in public sector. So, like in terms of cleaning shopping malls, airports, and all those kinds of stuff, they're working on that. And in terms of personal customer spaces, there are multiple vacuum cleaning robots. Those are more feasible at this point of time, vacuum cleaning and the mopping ones. There's this channel, if you want to check it out, there's this channel on YouTube called Vacuum Wars. So I mean, the name sounds quite ridiculous, but the guy on the channel, he does a very good job of showcasing all kinds of cleaning robots, basically, like those Roomba ones and all. So you could check that out too.
yeah, sure, I'll do that. But again, that's what I said. I'm not focusing on the vacuum robots,
Yeah,
but
I
the big
understand, but
commercial one. Yeah.
yeah, the big commercial ones, again, your as the point that you made, that people won't be too keen on buying a big robot for their personal spaces. That's a valid point. Again,
No, I would not say for
that you're
personal,
responding.
but again, I would just target, like you said, public sector, like the airports in India, or the big shopping malls. So
Okay,
money
okay,
for
I
it
get
over
it.
there.
Do you
So
have your whole idea crystallized, like in a? Yeah, are you clear on the whole idea, or are you still evaluating it?
Um I'm still evaluating because I have one of my friend from US. We both came up with this idea, and we are we are still trying to form a team right now, but yeah, it
Okay.
is still really vague one. But I'm pretty much
Mm-hmm.
sure if this works, if this works, it's gonna be a good one.
Okay. Actually, I know some people who are into startups, and they do startup pitching events as well. So maybe I'll try to get people in the startup section. There's also a category that I created, and then we could do something like idea pitching once a month or so. But I still need to find the talk to the people regarding that. So I'll get back to
Yeah,
you.
sure.
startup idea is actually quite good, Chandandeep. Like monthly, if somebody has an idea during these meetups itself, they can pitch this idea, and if anybody from that kind of sector, they can evaluate and share their own opinions also. Considering this is a robotics group, it would be helpful, I guess.
Yeah. I've created this thing in the event section. I've added everything I could think of. So startup pitch, I've already added. But yeah, so I'll plan something regarding this. Not fully decided how I'll go about this.
Yeah, I mean, we've just started. We have enough time, I guess.
Yeah. And also there's this feedback and ideas section in the welcome category. So you can just randomly pour these ideas onto that channel, and if anyone is looking for new ideas, he would visit and see, or maybe I'll look and I'll incorporate those in the channel. So always, improving the quality of what we're doing here.
That will be great. And one more thing, I just wanted to confirm this. Does anyone have any type of contact in Canada who are into robotics? Does anyone have any connection?
Hello. Yeah, I do. So a couple of my colleagues at Grey Orange Robotics, they've gone to Canada. So yeah, they are working in robotics industry. So yeah.
Actually, I would like to get in touch with them. So if it's possible, you can just let me know about it.
Yeah, I'll let you know. We'll let you know. Cool.
Guys, in project section, I have just uploaded the link. Have a look at it and share your thoughts.
Yeah, sure. Hello.
Yes, hi.
Oh, okay. I thought I was okay. Okay.
Just one heads up. Actually, I never thought that I'll make this repo public that like this. So just one information I want to tell. There is this one folder called TensorFlow examples in the repo. So basically, there what I have done is I have just taken one housing price problem and I learned something. I think backprop optimization, something like that.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I guess his connection is breaking. Akshay.
Yeah. I thought he couldn't complete his sentence, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we lost him midway. Yeah.
Hi, uh, hi guys.
Yeah, you broke away in the middle.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So right now it has only two sets I have completed in this. One is pre-processing and next one is regression. And in regression also, I think I have one or two topics left before I could finish. So in this, if you'll go inside a folder specifically, you will get so intuition md, all the files containing intuition md, these are basically what I have understood from that I have written. And there is one simple csv file is available in almost every folder, that is a sample data set to look into.
Yeah, it looks good. Did you do it from some Coursera courses, or how did you
No,
do
so
these?
that's what I found this one website superdatascience.com.
Okay.
So I kept that link also there. And this is where I found all this information. So I was like, it's a nice place to just go one by one because it contains almost all the information.
Yeah, I think yeah, you. It was good that you shared here. Maybe you can work with some of the people and make it more organized. So for beginners, you could make step one, do this thing, and go to the next project or something like that.
Take Yes, sorry. I was saying yes. Right now it is very crude, but I'll take your point because it needs little bit more of work to just get a first sight reading.
Yeah, but it's good actually that you shared it. You have quite a few basic algorithms here, so that's good. Yeah, maybe if you need help, you can write in accountability what kind of help you need. Maybe with organizing, maybe with writing the documentation or something. Whatever you think, you can write it there, and you could get some partners there to work with you.
Sure. So yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I have also some. Yeah, in my personal repo, I also have some basic ones. Maybe I could also share that, but yeah, there's yeah, they are also just basic. I'll just add in case anyone is interested. I'll add my link as well later.
Hi, guys. On the same lines, I wanted to know if anyone of you have participated in a Kaggle competition and maybe finished it. So I heard about it recently, right? And I wanted to know if you like we're talking on the lines of using real data set and solving real problems using
Yeah, so
algorithms and so on.
that TensorFlow example folder basically attempt is that only that after reading all these algorithms, you should be able to solve the Kaggle questions because Kaggle actually puts up a very good questions. If you are interested, it really puts up a lot.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, actually, Parth, Aditya, you know Parth, right? Parth is also into Kaggle competitions as well. Yeah, I
Okay.
think I'll ask him to join next time as well.
Yeah. All right. That will be good.
Oh,
And recently, Kaggle started providing you all these systems also, like you can directly develop and design everything on their website only. It will connect you to GPU and everything. Initially, when Kaggle started, that facility was not there.
Yeah, I recently saw that. Yes, yes. So I saw that couple of guys. I think on YouTube I saw that someone was running IPython on and did not have to open terminal on his system. So he was using Kaggle terminal.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi Chandeep, I actually came here to I had a discussion with Tehnan right after I left. So we were planning to have a session tomorrow at 5 p.m. AST on ROS, like just like casual, normal, silly stuff discussion. Is it fine?
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, sure. Just message me the timings and stuff, and I'll add it in the announcement so other people can also join maybe at that time.
Cool. Tehnan, I think I'm okay with any time. You just set up the time and you ping in Droid one. So that will be fine for me.
Sure, sure, I'll do that.
Thanks.
One suggestion, Chandeep, I have is whenever we have a meetup, right? You There is this website called Meetup itself. The website name itself
Yeah.
is Meetup. You can
Yeah, I
post a meetup there because I have used a lot of meetups there. People are really interested and they do come over there. So
I think to post you have to get a membership, right?
no, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not a member, but
I think yeah, I tried once. I think you have to get a membership, but I'll also I think Facebook events are also fine, right? I
yeah, I
can make a
think that should.
Facebook event.
Yes, that should
Maybe
also.
maybe if when it grows like and when we are really having good meetings, then maybe I'll take a membership later as well.
Okay, no problem. It just clicked, so I shared.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. So So anything else, and then we can conclude the meeting. Anything else anyone wants to share? If not, then let's call it a day, and then see you guys next week. And also let's keep posting in the channels to keep it a bit active. So thanks a lot, guys, for joining.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, thank you for the initiative, Chandan.
Also,
We really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for organizing everything.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
Thank
this
you,
was
no
everyone.
really
worries.
nice.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, and also if you want to casually interact with each other, maybe the Swedish guys or the ones who have something in common, you can chat in private rooms or anything. If you want me to create some 2-person channels or anything, just let me know. I'll create it.